listen, it does not need to be a new year, a new you. It just needs to be a new year, a healthier you. Because sure, okay, they trying to take us down at every front. So get some TLC products and up that metabolism and up that energy and up that immune system, okay, that digestive system. Get that all together with these TLC products right here. And don't forget, okay, sign up for ifyoucanmove.com and become a part of the online gym and shed the pounds, honey. We're starting a new challenge on January 3rd, and I would love to see y'all there. Get the links down below. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Power review, you guys. This was the season finale of Power Book 2, Ghost Child. Way too many words in that title. I'll say that again. But I really enjoyed this last episode, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I can remember is Monet in a fire-ass Louis Vuitton jacket. She also had the boots in the bag, but the jacket was my favorite part of the whole ensemble, okay? And she goes to drop off some money to Rico. You know, that's her connect that shot up her bar and is responsible for Drew being in a hospital right now. And see, the reason why I love this scene so much is because she did exactly what I would have done. I feel like it's so great that I did not, you know, get into the drug business or anything illegal and nefarious, because I would have been one of the craziest people to do it. And, you know, she drops the money off to Rico and he's smug about it. It's just business that I damn near killed your kid. And, you know, I guess that's all we got to talk about if you not going to give me no cutty, like the way he rolled up on her. So he walks away. Mind you, he there by himself. His security is out front with her security. And so she got free reign. So she got free reign to pull her weapon and bust on Rico. I mean, 3 or 4 good times up a mask, shoulder, neck, face area. And when I tell y'all I was so hit for it, as soon as, like, I was like, he had to go. He had to go. I don't care. This whole business is about respect. Okay, and loyalty at the end of the day. I should be able to trust you enough for you not to be trying to cut me out of the business for no reason. Like, what was the reason why Rico was going at Monet? Because Lorenzo did something? Child, I don't even really know. Did we really get all of that backstory? Comment down below and let me know, because I don't feel like we had a clear picture as to why Rico was trying to push Monet out. But either way, he deserved all them slugs that she gave him. And that's exactly how I would have handled it. Y'all remember when she told Drew he should have killed everybody in Bobby Brown's lair with the GTG boys? Yeah, that's me. So I'm so glad that she blew Rico's head off, okay? Bobby Brown disposes of Ramirez's body. Meanwhile, Monet is calling Ramirez because she needs him. She needs protection. The block is hot. She just murdered Rico. Now, people may not know that, but they could assume. Either way, everybody knows that Bobby Brown is no longer a part of the family clique. So she out here naked, okay? No protection. Bobby Brown takes the phone out of Ramirez's pockets. I said, y'all got to start searching people before y'all bury their bodies, leaving a damn phone on them. Like, what's wrong with you? Should have checked his bodies. Just, I mean, you would think you have, you know, gotten rid of enough bodies that you would know to check their pockets for cell phones and signals and shit before you bury them. But either way, he takes the chip out of the phone and, you know, buries Ramirez in the swamp somewhere. Not the swamp, the forest. Child, I don't know. A large wooded area, okay? So Tariq is running to class in a nice burgundy suit when Lauren stops him and tells him that class has been canceled because Professor Jabari and Professor Zoe are questioning some more kids about the kid who ended up dead in the pool. So he says, you know what? All right, that's fine. I'm gonna go handle something downtown. He wasn't supposed to go to court with his mom, but I think he was like, I'm gonna go to court with my mom because I got something to handle. Now, we remember he talked to Tamika and paid her to be his lawyer, not, you know, with much, with $1, but still, So she probably helped him, all because she wants to see Saxe go down. Okay, Tamika barely said 10 words this whole damn episode and made such a large impact. We gonna get to it. Lauren asked if, would you like me to go with you? And he's like, no, this is something I need to do for myself. I was like, right, you gotta be a man, Tariq. So y'all, Everett goes in and talks to Professor Jabari and Professor Zoe and fails at lying about what happened with Zeke and Drew. I mean, even gives Drew's name. I was just like, yeah, I knew he was gonna tell. Child, he's so scared. I was just like, yeah, Drew, he can't be your man because he don't know how to stay quiet when being questioned. You need to find you a man that's a part of this business that know how to stay quiet and, hide drugs and money and guns and shit without getting caught and stay cool when the cops come around. Professor Zoe is trying to convince Jabari and even Everett that, he was just too drunk. And, he was just confused when he starts to explain what happened with Zeke because she's trying to cover up for Zeke. Professor Jabari has linked Tariq to Drew and Zeke and Monet and all of their family and everything. So he sees himself as protecting Tariq and protecting his book. Let's not forget, Tariq is his book. Now, they end that for the day. They're about to go into their respective offices when Zeke shows up, pissed off, wanting to talk to Professor Zoe because she told the police what he said, okay? So the way he handled her, the way he touched her arm when they went into her office, Professor Jabari is watching. He's always watching because he's a stalker, okay? And he notices the energy between the two of them. I'm like, yeah, have you finally figured it out with your dumb ass that it wasn't Tariq she was sleeping with, but his big ass Zeke? Zeke is scared. This whole damn episode, Zeke is scared, okay? And they're going to tie him to a murder and then no team will want him. So he's stressed out. Professor Zoe says he needs to just calm down. She'll handle it. She'll take care of it. Everything will be all right. He wants to tell Monet about it. She says, no, don't tell Monet, she might kill me. She doesn't say that, but that's what it is because y'all know last week Monet say, if anybody in my family name come out of your mouth, your name gonna come out of mine. They gonna find out that you smashing my little nephew down to the college, okay? Bobby Brown shows up to the hospital to see Drew. Drew don't know what to believe. Bobby Brown could be there to hurt him, okay? Bobby Brown say, you my brother, okay? I never wanted any of this for us, all right? He was like, the last time I seen you, you was telling me to pick a side, okay? So what do you want, Kane? Bobby Brown brings up Tariq once again. And Drew is like, you still on that shit? When are you gonna realize that he's not the problem? You are. Then somehow Ramirez is brought up. And Drew basically figures out that Bobby Brown killed Ramirez because they haven't been able to get in contact with him. So, Bobby Brown is, written all over his face. He didn't have to say a word. So Drew says, you are dumber than I thought. Okay, I'm like, yeah, he is. He's dumber than we all thought. So Saxe calls Tariq to the stand, y'all. Tariq showed up to court in this sexy burgundy jacket. I mean, he looked fantastic. Michael Rainey Jr., damn it. You are shining up. I swear. The nigga looks shiny to me. He questions him about if he saw Tasha at Truth the night that James St. Patrick was murdered. Tamika is sitting in court and she got the squint of 1,000 knives with her eyes, okay? And every time she squint, Tariq goes for the kill with Saxe. Tariq says, no, I don't remember if my mother was there or not, but I remember seeing you there with a gun. And Saxe was like, I was there in my official capacity. He was actually shocked. I was like, why are you surprised? You pushed Tariq into a corner. You should have known this was gonna come up with your dumb ass. Tariq says that the only reason that Saxe is asking him about that is because he followed him and recorded him at his father's grave one night when he was drugged. And he wants to know how Saxe knew where he was going to be. So now everybody in the courtroom is like, oh my God, Saxe, did you have a teenager drugged? And Riley is sitting right there in the courtroom. And Davis also knows about this little videotape that Saxe has of Tariq drunk and drugged up at his daddy's grave saying I had to do it, which means it's inadmissible. You can't even use it, okay? But either way, when Tariq lays it all out on the table, they have to go into the chambers, okay? Because Davis doesn't want everybody in the court to know that he was working with Saxe this whole time, right? And Tariq was about to put him on blast, so they go in the chambers. Stephen comes back there, you know, he's a representative for the Democratic Party, and he wants to make sure that somebody is taking a fall for James St. Patrick's murder in this whole drug organization, right? After he kicks the judge out, she thought she had some clout until he told her that, you know, do you want to be a judge in Utah, bitch? Get out of here. Stephen wants Tasha to say that it was all Tommy Egan. Tommy killed Goals. It was his organization, and they'll put her in police protection. She wants police protection for her whole family. Stephen says, no, we're not going to do that. Ain't that some shit? They want you to talk about an entire drug organization and put your life in danger, and they're not even going to really protect you. Child, that's the government for you. Give me everything, and I might give you something. Tasha knows the streets, okay? She knows the consequences for snitching. So she really doesn't want to do that. She's trying to do exactly what Lakeisha was going to do, which is run. Now, Rockaletta Moss escorts her out of the prison. And, you know, Rockaletta Moss just has a real hard on for Tasha. And I don't understand why, child. Them COs know they ain't got nothing else in their life when they be so excited to watch somebody, you know, be tortured mentally and emotionally. Like, something's wrong with y'all. But anyway, she thinking that her and Tariq were going to be able to skate out of town without her making a statement. But as soon as she walks out of jail, Davis has the camera crew and all of the news stations posted up outside of the prison so that she can go ahead and give her statement straight out the gate. Okay? And she gets up there with her red dress on and her long red weave looking nice. I don't even know if that was the clothes she went in with. Probably not. They probably got her something nice to wear just for this, and she ain't even know. She comes out and she thanks her family for being there for her and everybody supporting her. And she says she just wants to put her family back together. And I'm like, how you gonna put somebody on witness protection outside live on the news in front of people? It was a whole bunch of Tasha just being way too free about town for somebody that was supposed to be under, you know, police protection. Is it just me? After she gets off the microphone, David says, yes, now we can start to look for Tommy Egan. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So Riley shows up trying to beg Brayden to forgive her for all her lies. But she still doesn't want to say that she accidentally drugged Tariq because she was really trying to drug Brayden, because then he really would have, you know, no time for her whatsoever. Even though he blew her off after she talked about how dangerous Tariq is and how he's gonna get Brayden hurt. And it's like, girl, you really don't know your man. You really don't know your man. He is about this life, homegirl. Okay, that's why y'all don't need to be together now. Brayden basically tells her that she messed up their relationship. It doesn't matter if she really loved it at him. At the end of the day, you can't be trusted. You tried to sell us out to the federale hood and you can't be the girl. Like, that's just what it is, okay? So he just walks away from her. Zeke talks to Tariq about what's going on with Drew's name coming up because of the dead GTG member at the pool, okay? Diana and Tariq share notes, and she tells him that Ramirez is dead and Bobby Brown is completely out of control. Tariq says, don't worry about it. He got her, he got them, okay? This is when Tariq comes up with a plan, because now he's got all this information. He doesn't have to worry about Tasha as much right now, so now he can focus on this whole situation with Monet and Bobby Brown in the school and the GTG dead body in the pool. Okay, now we got to deal with all of that. Brayden and Tariq talk about Riley showing up and begging him for forgiveness and all of that. And she was basically trying to turn him against Tariq, but Brayden is down for Tariq. Okay, Tariq says she must have really been feeling you though. You know, Saxe didn't tell her to do all of the stuff that she was doing. And Brayden was like, yeah, she still wants some of this. He was all excited and shit. Brayden is ready to get back to selling dope. The only problem is the block is hot. So Tariq wants them to chill out for a minute. But Brayden says, I finally found something I'm good at, Reek. This is what I want to do. I'm like, son, you do know you can't be 45 years old selling drugs. You see that, right? Because your son will kill you. So I'm going to need for you to have other dreams, Brayden. Professor Jabari questions Tariq about Drew in his office, right? And at first, Tariq is like, I don't know him. He was like, I seen him around, but I don't know him. You know, he trying to play it cool. But Professor Jabari has been following him around everywhere and thinks he knows something. So he tells him, Tariq, with this smug smile on his face the whole damn episode, y'all. It irked my nerves so bad. I was like, why is he smiling like that? This is a dangerous situation and you look like an excited ass money grubbing leech. That's what you look like. Thirst all over you. You're dehydrated, Jabari. You're just dehydrated. Anyway. So he tells him, Tariq, I know you're selling drugs and I know about the body in the pool and that y'all are all connected to it somehow. Okay. He tells Tariq that he wants to write a book about him and he will share his advance with him. He can also help him out with the police and keep them from looking at Tariq as a suspect in this situation, even though he knows Tariq is connected. Tariq says he'll think about it even though he doesn't want to do it because nobody wants, thirsty ass Jabari writing a story or a book about them and being all in their business, having a block even hotter. Tasha goes to talk to Monet, okay, because Tariq was worried about running away if he still owe Monet money, okay? He can't really get out that way. So Tasha goes to talk to her, one drug dealer wife to another drug dealer wife. She says she wants to buy Tariq out. And Monet says no. At the end of the day, I know you're his mother, but this is his life. This is the business he chose. And he came looking for me. I didn't come looking for him. All right. And of course, Tasha is like, look, I'm just trying to bring my family back together. And I have to get him away from this before I lose him the way I lost my daughter. I cannot lose another child. And listen, Monet felt her. Monet understood her, but ultimately Monet is deep in this shit and has been more part of the business and the decision making than Tasha really was in her business with her husband. So Monet's perspective is slightly different. So she's always gonna choose to, be worried about this business first. If Lorenzo is not going to go along with this because it's bad for business, then I'm not going to go along with it because it's bad for business. And right now, Monet needs Tariq because she can't trust Bobby Brown and Drew is out of commission. So she needs a soldier. And Tariq is a soldier. He may also have his own mind, okay? And you ain't going to be able to just run him around like that. He's more of a partner than anything. But at the end of the day, that's what Monet needs right now. They're in the middle of this conversation, basically debating on whether Tariq should be a drug dealer or not. And I thought it was so funny because how many times did Ghost try to get Tasha to see reason? And it's like, now you see it. Like, I'm trying to understand, the mindset of a woman who never thought that selling drugs at this level was going to affect her family. How, Sway? How did you think it was never going to affect your family? I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you've seen examples of what selling drugs does to people's families as far as like what happens. Dads get caught, they go to jail. You influence your kids that it's okay to do that for a living. They do it, they go to jail, they die, they leave kids without fathers, whatever. But it's like all of these scenarios that always end up going downhill, and somehow you thought you was going to end up like, in a house on the hill selling drugs, like, forever and everything's okay. Child, that only happens for white people. But either way, somebody shoots up the bar while they're having this conversation. And when the car speeds off, Tasha looks out of the window and sees the back of Tommy's old school. I was like, oh shit, Tommy's back. Tommy was gonna come try to kill her. You can't be snitching on Tommy. Tommy gonna try to kill you. I was like, what the hell was Tommy? Why is he not in California somewhere far away? Like, Tommy, why have you not moved far away? Tasha runs to Tariq's dorm and she is scared. We gotta go, Tariq. Tommy just tried to kill me. We gotta go. We gotta just get your stuff. We gotta go. And Tariq has to say, like, Mom, like, you want me to trust you? You need to trust me. Calm down. I got us. I have a plan. I just need you to give me a minute. And so he convinces her to just chill out for a moment, okay? Monet goes to talk to Lorenzo. He's mad that she killed Rico because now she needs protection. He thinks Bobby Brown is the answer. Go make up with Bobby Brown. She says, I can't trust Bobby Brown. But he says, you need to handle this, okay? She says, I need Ramirez. And he like, that better be about business. And she was like, if you hadn't gotten yourself caught up, I wouldn't need Ramirez at all. And this is the part where, Mary's acting was a little, struggle. I be trying to cut her a break because I like this, quiet, sullen, angry thing that she got going on. It definitely works. But something about being a drug dealer wife makes me feel like there should be moments where your pop off is real. And I didn't see that in that moment, and I wish it was. But I did like the rockabye baby that she gave old boy at the beginning of the episode. So Monet goes to see Bobby Brown, busting on him, smashing some girl to smithereens. Okay, get out. The girl got to hurry up and put on her clothes. He had to hurry up and pull out and put on his Versace underwear. And she like, what the hell happened to Ramirez, Kane? And he like, why you asking me about your bitch? She like, stop playing with me. And she pulled a gun on him. And she says, you know, I told you that I was going to lay you down myself if you moved against the family again. And he says, Ramirez wasn't family. He wasn't even blood. And she said, was, past tense. Really, Kane? Oh my God. How could you kill the only person that could have helped us in this situation? The only person that could have saved you, and you killed them. You always making the wrong decision. Oh my God. And he was like, you always making the wrong decisions too, Ma. And it's like, that's true. That's true. You can't expect your kids to handle situations, you know, perfectly when you yourself have never showed them the right way to handle anything. Okay? You've always shown him to be a follower, never to really think for himself. So this is the situation you got him in. He's a psycho. He says, I wish you would have just realized that all you needed was me. You didn't need Tariq. You didn't need Ramirez. She said, it's about Tariq again? Really? I can trust Tariq. I can't trust you. Tariq saved your sister's life when you weren't there. Child. She looked hurt. But she got to tell him, you know, I ain't got no time for you no more, brother. Okay, you're my son, but I want to kill you, so stay away from me. Tariq finds Tommy's car parked outside of a house. Cash lives there. Y'all know that's Lakeisha's son. So Tommy was going to see after him. Tommy comes out, looks at his car, and sees Tariq sitting on the car. Okay, Tariq was really pressing his buttons with that one. If you don't get your little ass off my car, I'll kill you my damn self. He like, I know you rolled up on my mom today, Uncle Tommy. He was like, oh yeah, and I'm not done. Tell your mom to get her shit in order because I'm coming for her. All right. And Tariq is like, look, Uncle Tommy, I got a plan for everybody to get what they want. Y'all know Tommy's only problem is that you about to tell on him to the federale hood. Tommy says he'll hear him out. So y'all, Sax is hunching that lawyer chick, Jenny. All right. It seems like a very toxic relationship. She don't really like him, but she wants the D, and he's self-deprecating, but seems as if he knows how to, you know, eat a box. So he gets a text from Davis saying that Tommy's mom reported her car stolen. So that must mean that Tommy is back. So he's trying to get his job back because Steven fired him after that whole debacle in the courtroom, right? So the next scene, we see him in the back seat of Tasha's car, and they have her driving around in hopes that Tommy will try to kill her so that they can catch him. Okay, now we all know Tommy is not this dumb. So we know it's some type of plan going on right now. Okay, so Sax in the backseat telling Tasha this is all her fault, of course, because you can't arrest people without grandstanding as if your shit's together. Amazing to me. Like, you should be in jail too, Sax. Like, it's very annoying to me that you think you're better than the criminals when you do illegal shit too. Anyway, so Tommy rolls up. Tasha starts driving. The police try to block Tommy in, and he gives chase. All right. Tasha is like, there's nobody behind us. And so Sax tells her to go back. And on her way back, they see Tommy crash his car, and it wasn't his car. That's how you know it was a plan. Because if Tommy was really trying to kill somebody, Tommy would have showed up in his car, not a rental. But he showed up in a rental, and then he crashed the rental, and then everybody thinks that he's dead. They even stopped Sax from running up to the car to check and see if his body was inside. Okay, so the car explodes, and now they can fake Tommy's death. Tariq meets with Professor Jabari to get the money that he said he would give him for helping him out with the book. We all know that right now, Tariq owes Monet money. Him and his mom are supposed to be running away together. So I pretty much guessed that he was just going to take this money and run with Jabari's green ass, okay? But they meet up, and just when Tariq is about to walk away with the money, Professor Jabari is like, Tariq, I just have to know, you know, what happened? Who killed the kid in the pool? I just have to know. I can't figure it out. And then Bobby Brown comes out from behind the damn tree and pulls a gun. Okay, he wants to kill Tariq, especially now because he thinks that Tariq is about to tell on his family. You set my family up. He's like, it's not what you think, dumbass. Okay, this is a professor at the school, but he not listening. He shoots Professor Jabari, and he's bleeding out on the grass. Okay, Tariq is not even fazed. He's like, oh my God, Kane, this is not what you think. Okay, and then he looks at the gun. He's like, so that's the gun you killed Ramirez with? Like, how you know that shit? Like, don't worry about how I know that. Okay, my ears are to the streets. So he says, give me the gun. I can fix this for everybody. Give me the gun because this is going to get traced back to Zeke. And you know Monet really going to be mad at you if you get Zeke kicked out of school and ruin his chances of going pro. Okay? So with all of that on his mind, dumbass Bobby Brown gives the gun to Tariq. And he says, if I don't do what I say I'm going to do, you can kill me with the other gun. All right. So he tells Bobby Brown to go somewhere where a lot of people can see him. Bobby Brown doesn't really go anywhere. He goes and hides behind a tree far away so Tariq can't see him. Professor Jabari is like, oh, that was good, Tariq. Now give me some help. I'm bleeding out here. I'm losing a lot of blood. And Tariq's like, I can't do that, Professor Jabari. Why did you have to follow me? It didn't have to be like this. Why did you have to be all in my business? And he was like, oh, you don't have to do this, Tariq. You're a good kid. He was like, I'm not a good kid. I killed my father to protect my mother. And I killed my best friend to protect my family. I'm not a good kid. And I'm going to kill you to continue to protect my family. Rock-a-bye, bitch. And shoots him. Send him ass twice. Bow, bow. Bobby Brown sees this and seems proud. Surprised even. So maybe next season we actually could have everybody working together without Bobby Brown being jealous, you know, of everybody else. Like jealous of your mama boyfriend, jealous of Tariq, like, oh my God. Ugh. Somebody get him a joint. So Zeke and Professor Zoe are still hunching. Okay. Davis offers Sax a job. Okay, a high-figure job. I was like, oh God, we were so hoping he would get killed. Tariq and Tommy talk, okay? And it was obvious that they faked Tommy's death. And Tommy pretends that everything is cool now, okay? Y'all not gonna testify, y'all gonna run, everything cool, fine. But we all know Tommy can't be trusted. Tasha and Tariq meet up at the graveyard in front of Raina's grave, I guess, to say goodbye. And Tommy is hiding behind another grave, getting ready to kill Tasha. And Tariq says, Mom, I'm sorry, but I had to do this. And the FBI come out of nowhere. So he called the FBI to take Tasha into protective custody to protect her because he knew he couldn't trust Tommy's ass. Tommy is too vindictive and holds grudges, right? So as soon as the police put Tasha in a car, she's like, no, Rick, I can't leave you. And the way he looked at her, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that got to my heartstrings just a little bit. It really did. Tommy jumps out and chokes the shit out of Tariq, but Monet pulls a gun on him and he's like, who's big enough to pull a gun on me? The little OG. I don't know, okay? But I'm just saying, he thinks way too highly of himself. Who has the balls to put a gun on me? And she was like, ain't no balls, bitch. I was like, yes, Mary J with two of the guns, you know what I'm saying? Thing like that. And she wanted to kill him because he killed her security and shot up her bar, and she didn't have to replace them windows twice this week. So she's very upset. And if it wasn't for Tariq, his ass would be dead. Nobody care about who you are, Tommy. Your dead ass could have been dead, okay? You could have been out like a light, slept through the flight. That's all she wrote. Rock-a-bye, baby. It could have been all of that, Tommy, okay? But Tariq didn't want to kill him. He still sees him as Uncle Tommy and says, maybe one day when you see me again, I'll actually be worthy of the name Ghost, because Tommy says there's some real ghost shit going on right here. You know, figuring out how to do something without killing somebody. And Tommy just kind of says, we won't see each other again. I'm like, sure. And then he walks away. Okay, he walks away. And Tariq and Monet go and get in a car with Diana and Drew. And that's pretty much how it ends, y'all. I'ma just say that I did like this ending. I did like Tasha going away on her own and Tariq staying behind to continue the business and working with Monet and choosing between all three of the females that want him so badly. They've already been secured for season 2, so I think it's gonna be a really good season. Yes, some things don't make sense. They never do. But I think it was really good and I enjoyed it, and I will definitely be back next season to review it, and it makes me want to watch whatever Tommy is going to have going on. So I might review that as well. Power never dies. Fine, Courtney, fine. Anyway, y'all, that was Power. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.